So today we're going to do what we call the Lego activity. The Lego activity has a lot to do with understanding how communication and leadership works and team building. So what we're going to do is, one of you is going to get the instructions on how to build the Lego from me. The other one is going, and do you want to work with them?
Sure.
The other one is going to be on the opposite end of the room, and so whoever is going to be the communicator will get the information from me and take it to their teammate and explain to the teammate how to put this together. And by the time that we're done with the activity, we see what you've built as compared to what you should have built. And you'll find out real fast why the team building is a part of this, why leadership is a part of this, and especially why communication is a part of this. Okay? Which one's up? Who's communicating? Who's building?
I'll communicate.
Okay. Molly, you get the chair down there, and Luke's going to help you.
Okay.
Just give me the book. Don't take the answers. He's played this game with me too many times. Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
I'm going to build a different one just so you don't know.
Okay. Look at the box though. Can't see what it looks like.
Oh yeah, don't look at the box. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is what you're going to attempt to have with it. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to start out, we're going to explain to you, and I'm going to let you look. Generally, when we do this activity, I look and tell it to you, but it takes so long, we're going to have you look at it with me, okay? So, as you can see, this thing has a little piece in it that actually lights up. It has, so that's what this is, okay? So they're going to start with the light piece, and then they're going to add a piece with the green, and they're going to
After it's all done.
So, have her start with that. We're going to come back here and we'll go through a couple more pieces so you can help us do the next step. So you're just going to tell me to get these two pieces.
She does a really good job at communicating.
Hey Luke, will you explain like what the role is of
This
people
should
that
be
are
one-
watching
no,
online?
No, this should,
As the person that's like watching and everything? Can you
Yes.
explain that role?
Yep, so if you're observing this activity,
you know,
you're really
anything you
looking
want.
for what
You
types
just can't show
of
it.
communication
This is-
styles,
and
like
there's
how
one
those
that's
might be
like this.
different, how that might
But
impact
this one, it should
the
be
process
built
of being
together.
able
You
to
can see it
build
like
what,
that.
what the
So
person
they
who's
wanna
looking at
connect
the
those.
model is able to communicate. So just kind of observe those things and take note of it, and then at the end, we'll see what they come up with.
Hi, Molly. So you're going to get two pieces, and one is going to be a light up piece. What does a light up piece? There you go. And then you're going to have one with two different colors that's built together. That is like no other piece. It has 8 dots on it, 8 connectors. 2 different colors. So green, it's green. It's green, and it's white. There you go. Put it together. There you go.
Now she wants to take a long green piece. Looks like there's probably 10. What's on the green? 6 and just on one side here. So we get 12 and 20. So, and then just center that. And when she does that, then she's going to take another one just like this one. Put it here, 2 from the end. Put a shorter one with 2 sticking out of each end. Okay?
Okay, so you're going to take a long, skinny green piece. You are going to get a red piece. You're going to center it on to the thing, but going horizontally. So you're going to take the green piece. You're going to take the red piece, connect it vertically and so forget the light up piece. So you're going to take the green piece and center it on the end. On the green piece. So put it on the end, across it. Across it. And you're going to center it in the center of the end. There you go. Now, we're going to take another red piece. There you go. You're going to put it like this, vertically, a little farther up, one back. There you go, right there, perfect. And then, once you get that, you're going to take another smaller red piece, and you're going to put it across like this on the top piece, at the top.
This one?
Yes. And then you're gonna put it in the center, horizontally. It's the other way. There you go.
So, the green piece that you have here with the side. This. Attach the wheels. Okay. And if you want, it looks like there's just one more green piece across the top to seal it in, and one more green piece. Just pull it together.
So you're gonna take the wheels, the bigger wheels. You're gonna connect it onto the end of the ring pieces. So there you go. There's one.
Look, you broke the wheel. Luke, help Molly fix the wheel. It broke on her. Oh, blame her, I don't know how to fix it either. Do we just need to pull one off the other one?
Good.
Okay, good. Thank you.
And then you're gonna take a long red piece.
She's very confused.
Take a long red piece and place it over top. There you go. And then you're going to take another long red piece and place it at the very end where the little green pieces are. There you go. And then you're going to put another long green piece all the way across, leaving where the green piece here, so put it across there. There you go, just like that.
So now we're gonna be adding these three pieces. So that one goes across, that goes across this way.
Oh, so this was supposed to go. Okay, so switching it up, we're going to take the green piece off and make it overlap one. So move it up one square. So it's going to be here, you're going to overlap it one. Yeah.
Like this?
And now we're gonna speed it up, because you girls have 6 minutes to finish this, and you're a long way off. You wanna go back again to that overlay?
Yes. But this way.
This one.
So, take off the red. Yeah, go, we're back. Okay, so,
Why 6 minutes? What's this? Why 6 minutes?
here's a chance to take off the red. Okay, sure. And then you're gonna take this red piece here, back it up one. No, back. There it goes, just like that, where there's four. You're gonna take the red piece.
I wish they'd been here right
Okay.
It's okay, let's see what we mean about communication and always gonna.
How come you're taking it apart?
Because if, now take the green piece, make it only connected one green one up there. Okay? So you're gonna take the the long red piece and connect it to where there's 4 dots in here. Where there's 4, so let there be 4. So go back one. Like this. There. And then you're going to put the red piece hanging off. And you're going to put the green piece over it. Over that. Yes.
Are we good to there?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to add this piece.
Okay, so take a red piece, go across, so leave one here, but go in the middle. Make it all go in the middle.
Sarah,
Yes.
come here. That's not where that goes. It goes up here?
Oh, go all the way up here?
No, but see, I thought that was now, this is the other. See what I'm saying? Because they left that gap, so that's your add-on.
Okay, take off the red piece, remove the green piece here, put it all the way up here. There you go. Okay, the green piece over top of it, remove the red piece. One down, so there you go. You take your little red piece, make it go, so leave a little gap here, so it'll go up one, there you go. And then, that's it.
You got this?
Yep.
Okay.
Now we're gonna take a long green piece, go over all of that. And then, what in the world? Okay, so take the triangle pieces, we're gonna place them on here. Make, yes, but go flat. Make them go flat, so make it, and then kind of like this,
Oh,
and then,
like this?
no, like this. Okay, no, but now place them on these right things. On
Down.
top, on top.
They can go on top of it. Side like this?
Yes,
Like how much? Does it go to the red space?
yes. No, okay, so it's gonna be like a wing, so turn it around. So this side goes on this side. So rotate it. There you go.
Here. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna take the long piece. You're gonna go. So there's 2 of them. So you're gonna take 2 long pieces. You're gonna make them one starting here and go this one going that way. And then you're gonna take these orange pieces. You're gonna place them in here
Like this? Closer.
to where they go up. So it's gonna be like this. So it's like
In the actual activity, she would not have been able to pick that up, but in the amount of time and frustration, I don't blame her for picking it up, because even that didn't help.
Right.
You're gonna make it go down, but so you're gonna go up like this, go up like this.
Like this?
Yes, and so the wheel is gonna be here.
This?
So rotate it. So the wheel is here. You're gonna put it on like that. Yeah. Okay. So rotate it. So see how this part, this okay, this part
So, to the side. Okay.
Yeah, just like that. And then that one goes towards you.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
Okay. So we're gonna take some little yellow pieces here, and we're gonna put them right here.
Like this?
Yes. And then I'm gonna take the red piece,
don't break your toes.
long red piece. We're gonna take it, connect it on the end, very end. There you go.
Like this?
Yes. And then we're gonna take some orange pieces. So this one, and this one.
Orange?
Okay. Red.
Do one more step and then we'll stop.
Here, here.
What?
Here. That's not gonna work. No, okay.
See what this is?
So take the yellow and place it on top of the blue. Don't give me that look.
I love that look at that face.
Now place them on top. Molly.
And that is this piece from there? I think it's this in here.
And
And
then,
one more.
okay, so you're gonna take, are those long pieces or short? Just one long piece. You can take a short red piece. Place them very end slightly.
Here? Close to here?
That's all.
Why do I see some big myself?
I know what we did wrong. Okay, just sit right here.
Okay, I'm calling time on you guys. Now, let's start with the fact that this little, simple little car is called a, is it the Roadster?
Dragster.
Dragster. This is what the dragster should look like. There are 19 steps. And the amount of time we had allotted, we got through 10. I want to tell you that we've done this with large groups where we had 4 different groups of 4 people doing this. It was really funny watching people run. The best part was watching the frustration of both people, because this person, the person building seemed to get the most frustrated because he felt like the communicator wasn't giving him the right information. The communicator got frustrated because they felt like the builder wasn't listening. Now, what did you feel?
I felt like I couldn't explain it right, or like I guess I wasn't looking at it very carefully. So it was my communication skills that were kind of lacking.
But how many questions did Molly ask you about how many spaces should be in between and things?
In between?
Yeah.
So I think if you asked more questions about what I meant instead of where, or like how.
Man, Molly, don't make that face. This is supposed to be fun. I think she hit right on what I was trying to get at, though. It's a two-way communication thing. So when you were feeling frustrated, going, where do you want it? Where do you want it? Instead of saying, in your mind, you knew what you were asking. She didn't know what you were asking. So you wanted to know, how many places out should that be? But you didn't say how many places out should that be. You said where. So she just saying, on the green part. Because it goes on the green part.
I guess I was trying to make it like with my hands, but she was trying to look at the piece when I was like trying to do it with my hands, so she wasn't looking at my hands. So
Molly-
she was like this, and I'm going like this.
Molly, did you know what you were building?
I'll have no idea.
Why didn't you ask?
Huh?
Why didn't you
It was
ask?
a car? I
Yeah.
thought it was a car because it had wheels. But
Did you ask?
did I ask? I did not know what we were allowed to ask because you told me we're not supposed to see. So I'm like, okay, we're just supposed to do it.
We didn't say you couldn't ask.
Yeah, I did not know.
And I'm not picking on you. Not one person yet, in all the times we've done this, has asked us. Nobody has ever asked us what they're building. Never. And I think that's probably the key to any problem you have working as a group. If you're not on the same page from day one, how are you ever going to get on the same page? So we're going to do this project. So I want you to go out and talk to 10 people and see if they're willing to help us. Will you go do that, please?
No?
Uh-huh.
What is the project?
Thank you.
Huh? There you go.
That was my point.
What-
If
what
I
is
were
the
to say
project?
to you, we're going to do this project, go get 10 people to help us. And you say, you okay? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna come back.
You'll probably come back with 10 people. That's just because you guys are nice. But that's the point. If you don't know, like, the question would be, what's the project? What do we need help with? What am I going to ask them to do and how long is it going to take? If you don't have that before you go ask, what are the odds people are going to go, sure, I'll come help for the rest of my life, you know? People don't make a commitment to something they don't have better instructions on. Well, if they do, they're setting themselves up. Especially people like you, they have very busy lives and very busy schedules. You can't just say, okay, you have to have more detail. What else you got on it? We can't really point out the leadership part because the leadership part on this has to do with someone stepping up and saying, this is how we're gonna go about doing this.
Yeah. And that
But
happens
you
a
only
lot
have
more.
2 people.
Yeah, that happens a lot more in a big group. But I think the one thing, and I think that you both realize that, like, the takeaway from it is, you know, we talk a lot about, you know, communicating with others, and it's important, and everybody kind of knows that, but you don't necessarily think about the style of which you communicate. You know, maybe your style is to give, you know, quick, brief details and to expect everyone to be able to fill in all the missing parts of what you said, because that's how you think, and that's how you process information, and so why doesn't everybody else understand what I'm saying? I'm telling them the directions, but maybe they don't have that same communication style. And so I think, and that kind of, just observing, you know, you could kind of see some of those things coming out, and that comes to light even more when you have a bigger group and you have more people kind of interacting with the process. But I think that, you know, you both did a good job of playing the role and kind of, even with the things you weren't doing, kind of highlighting some of the lessons we wanted you to learn through it. So.
And Sarah did point that out, what you just said. Sarah said, I was trying to show Molly with my hands. So she was trying to communicate by visually showing her with her hands what she wanted to do, and she couldn't get Molly to look at it because Molly was trying to find the colored pieces. And so she didn't even realize she was missing a piece of communication there. She couldn't see it because she was focused somewhere else, and that visual was not what you were looking for. You were looking for, tell me, so I can process this. Thank you, ladies.